Hello, everyone. It's William here. How are you all doing? Um, so Andrew had some issues before. He tried very nicely to jump on for me when I was running behind, and it seems like he had lots of issues getting into StreamYard. So I figured I'd come here. He said there were a good number of people ready for an afternoon live, so I figured I would come and see if people are still ready for an afternoon live. I'm refreshing here. He must have gotten comments on his phone because he knew there were a lot of people watching. Um, I don't get comments on my phone, which is, one of those things. It's like, okay, well, um, yeah, technology works differently for different people, apparently. Um, he had issues trying to get the landscape, which is a thing with StreamYard. Sometimes it pops up in the other way, and it's really difficult once you're live streaming. You can't actually change it once you're live streaming. Um, and our setup here is not set up for that. So I figured I'd pop on here. If we get a good number of people watching, I'll do a quick show before I do my pottery class. But if not, this is mainly to check in and see where people are and what's happening. And he did say I would be going live tonight. So I don't know if a lot of people are going to tune in, but I figured I'd say hi, let y'all know what's going on, and see if people are around. He said he had like 40 some people watching, which is a number that we don't usually get to in the afternoon at all. So I was like, if that many people want to watch now, let's give it a shot. Let's see what's going to happen. Um, Susie's here. Says I'll tune in. Hello, Susie. Thank you for being here. Thank you for tuning in. Sorry, I have to get my comments. Apparently, he had comments working on his. I don't know how that happened. I wish my phone would give me the comments early, but it does not. So I'm gonna do some refreshing here to make sure my browsers are up to date. Yeah, I don't know why we had such great numbers, but um maybe because I scheduled it a little early and people were waiting for it, and then it now because I didn't schedule it at all. But I figured I'd come on. How's everybody doing out there? I was in a rush getting some things finished up, and I didn't realize I would finish up as soon. I could have just postponed it for like a half an hour. But I did not realize I was going to be done when I was done. So, see, Susie said, I just had an appointment in Hillman and Johnstown. Your car was at the cottage when I came home. Yes, I was up at the cottage working hard. I went to the post office twice today trying to make sure I get packages out to people. I have some people doing some things, and I wanted to make sure I got things out in time. Um, and I mixed up a date for somebody, so I was like, okay, I got to get this out today. So that's what's happening. Hey, Marianne, thanks for joining me. Yeah, I am definitely not. People must like Andrew because he was getting tons of people joining. Maybe it's because he did go vertically. I'm wondering if that's a thing. I bet that's possibly why, because he was streaming vertically, even though he wasn't. It was like this much of his face. But he was streaming vertically, and I wonder if it's pushing things out to people who stream vertically more. Um, I bet that's what it is. Uh, so I was like, is the AG Beat fam like all just waiting for this 3 o'clock live? But I bet it was strangers. Um, but that's good too. We like strangers if they're nice, right? We want new people to come in and hang out. Um, but maybe I need to start streaming a little bit. Susie says I don't care for I don't. We don't like it for showing products. But if it's something that is going to increase our normal viewership by like 2 times, that's kind of hard to not do, right? So we got to think about that maybe. Um, I'm also wondering if my comments don't work, if they would work better if I was streaming vertically too, because they seem to work for him. Marian says, but how do we test that? I don't know. I don't know how we test that by going vertical a few times and see what happens again here recently. Because Andrew went vertically, even though he wasn't vertical. it was set to vertical, and he got over 40 people watching the live. Um, says, "Oh, look, it's working nice for William." Yeah, but I'm not getting the viewership you got. People must like you, or else they just are pushing that vertical format out a lot better. I bet that's possibly what's happening. But maybe they just like Andrew better. They saw Andrew and they're like, "Oh, Andrew's on." Marianne's not a fan of the vertical. I'm not either for showing products. It's great for chatting. Um, it is great, I think, for chatting and watching people because your phones it takes up nice space and you can see people, but and it's easier to hold. But yeah, if it's going to increase our viewership by 2 times when we go live, it might be worth it to try once in a while. I probably should do this one vertically since I wasn't really planning on doing um, products now because Andrew said um, we would go late tonight, which is what I said I can do. So I'll probably be showing you things late tonight. So hopefully you'll join us back then. Um, I'll try and get home around 9 and we'll do a live around 9. It's not any later, really. I mean, we start at 7:30, but I'll do the talk now and then we'll show products maybe tonight. Sandra says, I don't like vertical for products. I just joined by the way. Hello, Sandra. Thanks for joining. Andrew says, I don't know, but they got a close up of my nose holes. Yeah, it does that. It's so bizarre, but I'm wondering how that works. Anyway, so what I figured I would do today, because Andrew had mentioned that we're going to live tonight, so I think probably most people aren't ready for this. We'll do something tonight, but maybe while I'm here, for the people who are here, I'm going to show some of Andrew's paintings that he did. He left them up here, and he was going to go over them. But for those of you maybe who aren't on Facebook or aren't in the timeline, I'm going to show his cute little paintings. How about that? So we'll take you on a tour through those and see what goes on, see what happens here. Anybody else out there? Andrew says you could show my paintings. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show the paintings. So we're going to do that, and that'll probably take up the time because there's a number of them to go through. That'll take up the time before I have to go. It's really too short to squeeze in our normal live show right now. But I was like, if there are like a bunch of people going to watch in the afternoon, then we'll do something. We're going to do something anyway. Because I thought maybe I'd just get on here and say hi and make sure everyone knows we're going, do it with the video. Because I don't know, the video was wild for Andrew. Andrew says, we're praying for the family who owns Ruthie's. Yes, we are. That is a big thing that happened in our town. Ruthie's, which is like a staple of Ligonier, and the diner burned down last night. It was going on while we were in the live. We didn't know exactly, the totality of it all, but it is completely gone. So we are, we want to send our love, send our, thoughts and, all the good energy we possibly can to not only the owners, but the people who lost their jobs. And all the customers that called it home. So yeah, it's really it's a big loss for the community, and I don't know what's going to happen, if they will rebuild. I believe they were trying to sell the business, and I don't know where that was, if it was in any negotiations or anything like that. So um, yeah. So we're very sad about that. And we feel for all the people. I know some people who work there or used to work there. It's hitting a lot of people hard. And so we just want you to know that we care about you and we're thinking of you. Andrew says, we know what it's like. You lost your other job to a fire. Yes, I know exactly that's like. Like the business that I worked for that burned down was very much a family business, kind of, it was a family business owned by one family, but it was also a multi-family kind of business because my entire family, I worked there, my brother had worked there, my mom had worked there, my dad had worked there, my aunt had worked there, my cousin worked there. And I had friends in high school that used to work there. It became a business that, once you were there, you were also a family. And I feel like that's the way um, that Ruthie's was. And I know what it's like to lose not only that place, but that connection and that family feel. So um, I definitely know what that's like. And we're thinking of you all out there. Um, let's see. Sandra says that's awful, so sad. It is. Yes, it's not just the loss of a building, but affects people too. Absolutely, it does. Marianne says yes. Um, so we are thinking of you all, and send out that good energy for you all, and hopefully, you hope the best of things come. I know the business I worked for, they have restarted. They decided to restart. They did not rebuild. They restarted in a different location, but they are rebuilding the business back. And I don't know whatever they're going to choose to do um, at Ruthie's. I'm sure the community would support a rebuild if that's what they choose to do. I'm sure the community would also understand if that's what they choose not to do. Um, so it's hard. Andrew says we haven't recovered fully. To be honest, we have not. No, that loss of income um, was a very hard thing. So my thoughts and good energy go out to all the people who that has just happened to. It's really hard to lose your income during these times, and I know there are some other businesses around that hopefully have room for people and can help pick up some of that. Um, some of those people that are having a hard time right now. So yeah. All right. Um, with that all being said, I hate to put a sad moment on it, but it is something we wanted to say and wanted to make sure that people knew it is a sad thing. There's no getting around that. So, but I'm going to show you here for the next few moments anyway. We're going to take a look at some of Andrew's paintings. They are always better to see on video than in photos. The photos do not give them justice at all. It has been pretty gray here. And the day that I took those photos was a early morning and it was gray. So I didn't have the greatest light to take the pictures of Andrew's paintings. So you're going to see them in person. They are in these wonderful hard-sided cases. These are archival quality. They're for like collector cards, baseball cards, things like that. Um, and um, so there is a little bit of, but the color actually comes out really good, I think, with these. Like these are looking good on camera. These are looking very much like they are. So I'm going to show you these. These are available on Andrew's timeline. Andrew says, and they're even better in person. Yes, they are. Of course they are. Art is always better in person, right? But we're going to do our best to show you these. And they are available on Andrew's timeline. We have shared them to the Allegory Gallery timeline. So if you, at least I think I did, I'm pretty sure I did. If you don't know how to find Andrew Thornton on Facebook, because there are probably a number of them, if it doesn't pop up as his name right away for y'all, y'all are pretty much probably mostly all his friends anyway already. But if not, you can find it through our timeline. Or if you're friends with me or you follow me, I shared it on mine as well. So you can find it there. I don't think we shared it into like the design challenges group, or maybe I did. I did a lot of sharing the one day. Like last night, I did some rapid sharing of things. The day before I do that, every once in a while I go through and I share a bunch of things. And sometimes I don't remember if I shared or not. So anyway, let's take a look at them. Let's not look at my face anymore. Let's look at some pretty artwork. No one needs to see my face. Um, let's see here. Ba-ba-ba. How are y'all doing? We're just talking about things going on here. Look at my juice bottle over there. How are you all doing over here? Y'all doing okay today? I don't know if I'll need lights, if it'll be better without the lights. I'm not sure. Andrew says, you don't even have to be my quote unquote friend. You can just follow me. Yeah, both of our pages, it makes more sense the way Facebook is set up for Andrew and I to be, for our personal pages to be like influencer pages, which turns them into more of like a business page. Um, um, and you can just follow us if you don't want to like be too close to friends. I post mostly pretty much everything publicly on my timeline. So whether you're my friend or not, you're going to see pretty much everything. But you can follow both of us if you don't want to friend us, or if it doesn't give you the option. Sometimes it doesn't give you the option to friend once you're a business page as easily. Or you got to search for it. I don't know why. Facebook's a little weird sometimes. Andrew said, someone asked me why I didn't frame them. It's because I go broke, LOL. There are 56 of them. Yeah, 56 of them in frames. They're $25. You can get a frame if you want. But if we had to buy frames, do you know what that would add to the cost of each one to take the time to not only buy the frames, but to take the time to frame them? We figure people want to, they can frame them themselves, right? I think that's fair. I think that's fair. All right. So I think we do need some lights. Trying to not get the light to be too shiny on them. This is number 2. This is number 2. Isn't that cute? Here's a cutie. These are super cute, I think. I think these are super cute. Let's see here. Sandra says, you got time. What do I got time for? To frame all these? I know. No way. I don't got that kind of time. I don't got that kind of time. Unless people want to pay for that time. Suzanne says, I'm here for a little bit. Hey, Suzanne, I just jumped on because it wasn't going well for Andrew a little bit earlier. So he did say we'll do the live at 9, and we are going to do a live at 9 tonight. So if you want to join us again then, if you're able to, you can. Once I get back from pottery. I don't know if I'll have anything to show or not. I think I only had one dish going in. I'm working on a bunch of other things. But we're going to show Andrew's artwork here, these little cuties in person. Sandra says, OMG, they're not grainy. So much better. Grainy? Grainy? Are the photos that grainy? I didn't think the photos were that grainy. They were not color corrected. Aren't they cute? Marion says, besides the fact you can choose the frame to suit you, right? Andrew says, plus it would add to shipping. Yeah, the shipping charge would go up. I can ship these out in a little jewelry box and send them out to y'all. Keep them in a padded envelope. If we put a frame on them, that changes everything. Aren't they nice? They are super nice. I know the colors were not done justice in the photos for sure. And that's often the case with photos, right? Much more color, says Marianne. Yes, much more color. Now, if you've already purchased one, you're not going to see it here in the video because I already have those set aside to ship out. But these are all still available as of at least earlier today when Andrew set out to do the live. Sanders says, I did think they were. I had trouble seeing what they were. Maybe just me. It was on the phone. Maybe. I don't know. Andrew says, you can see the brush strokes better. And Andrew says, I don't like it when it gets color corrected. Yeah. Yeah, like you can see the brush strokes, vibrant colors. And we even took pictures of them individually, and they still don't look as good as they do in person and even on video. And these kind of like metallics behind that the faces are made out of, aren't they super cool? This one, we're on number 10 right now. And these ones, like I said, are all still available. They're all signed and dated on the back by Andrew. They're ACEO size. And let me collect these. Hello.
Hey,
He's back.
I had to decompress after that travesty that was the live. Boy, that was rough. And I was cussing. I'm glad William watched the thing. I'm glad he said he didn't see me cussing, so
I don't think there were any moments of any cussing going on.
thank goodness for small favors, huh? So I started these. If you're not currently following me on my individual timeline, you may not have heard the story about the fruits and vegetables, but I started this kind of to pay tribute to my grandma. When I was growing up, um, she lived in this white house in Piggott, Arkansas, which William got to see.
I did. I finally got to see Piggott and the house, and we talked to the current owners of the house.
They seemed interesting.
They were pretty nice.
But anyway,
For strangers walking up and saying, I used to be in this house.
well, anyway, so she had this yellow kitchen, which kind of looks like our kitchen. And on the walls, she had these chalkware, they're vintage now, but they weren't then. I mean, I guess they were older then, but
Maybe.
anyways, she had these chalkware plaques on her walls of fruits and vegetables that had faces. And so I used to make little stories in my mind about the little creatures, and then make them talk. And like when we would go walking around and stuff, she would take us around, and we would walk around. And um like my mom, or I'm jumping stories here, but my grandma used to take us walking around, and we would ask her questions. And sometimes the questions, like, we knew where babies came from, because we watched Dynasty.
Look at that color change. I love this kind of blue background on these.
So we watched Dynasty in the Dallas, and so we
you
knew where
knew?
babies came from.
You picked up on that?
And plus my mom, she would sew, like, on Cabbage Patch Dolls. She sewed like the anatomically correct
The only
thing.
kids with the anatomically correct.
Yeah, because she was like, well, it's not look like that. It's not the move. You got the cilia, the ding dong, and the susu. And anyway, so all of our things had their parts. So we were all well aware of where the babies came from.
You were probably very famous in school.
Yeah, I know. All the kids were like, what? They were like bewitched by these things. They're like, this like me.
Right.
I got in trouble, and the teacher was like, you can't bring these to school. And my mom was like, why? And then she like, because it's got private parts. And then my mom's like, well, don't take the clothes off.
I can see her saying that too. Just don't take the clothes off.
And she's like, do you all go nickety do that? Anyways, so my grandma, we would ask her questions like, where did the babies come from? And she's not like prim, but she's Southern and kind of sassy.
Hey, Amanda.
And so she would be like, hun, now why are you asking me that, hun? And then we're like, but we want to know, Grandma, where they come from. And she was like, she told us that they came from the knots in the trees. And so, like my mom, she would always talk to the plants. And where she's from in the Philippines, it's really common to have kind of like this animus of like of objects. So like trees would talk and plants would talk, and so that never seemed like a foreign concept to me, like growing up. That's just like the way it was. And like she would tell me that we had to talk nice to the plants so that they would grow big so that they would make food for us.
That's nice.
And so, it didn't she talked didn't talk nice to us all the time, but anyway, she talked nice to the plants. But so that's kind of like the origin of those shapes. But I've done these for years and years in some form or fashion. Okay. Oh, did William edit out my thunders?
Yes.
So that's the other reason why I don't like to go. Apparently, I'm allergic to the cold. So, and we live in a cold place. And
He walked
anytime
into
I
this
get
room.
cold, I
Yeah.
start sneezing.
And this room
It's
is
not that fun.
like it's so weird.
And it's like I thought it was like psychosomatic, but it's not. Anyways, I'm super storchy. But so the backgrounds, you may recognize some of the backgrounds. Those are the same backgrounds as the is it Evermore, Everland, Ever something.
Everland, I think we called them.
Um so those are the backgrounds from that.
They look so good.
And they're all slightly metallic.
Yeah, those backgrounds.
And they have iridescent pigments in them.
These little friends are metallic friends. What do y'all think of them?
So the paint, the blocking out paint, like that one's kind of like a rusty red color, rusty
Mhm.
brown color. I purposely didn't make it the paint super opaque. I try to leave it a little bit transparent, translucent, so that you could kind of see some of the brush strokes underneath. And that's just because I want these to be their paintings. I like that look.
Yeah, these are like you can see like there's kind of this cross motif going, and then you have it over here that you can still see through
Yeah.
just slightly.
So it's not because I'm being lazy. It's because that's the way I wanted it.
Yeah, you want just a solid background.
And I like that too. I did a series a while ago, and there were like scissors
Mm-hmm.
and time. What did that thing called? Hourglasses, stuff like that. And that I did more layers of gesso, and why it kind of made it really contrasty. But these, I wanted them to be little tiny paintings. And I like that the color field sections kind of had a little bit of visual interest too. So you get to see a little bit of the pattern peek through. And then I made those little cute faces. I debated about putting the faces on or not, because I really like them just like as fruits and vegetables, just by themselves.
Mm.
But then I was like, but then that doesn't go with the series. So
That's what you're working on right now.
and I liked it, so I did it.
I think it's super. I can't imagine them without faces now.
I can.
You
Freaking out of
can.
them.
I just thought they need the face.
I think they're cute.
Yeah, they're adorable.
And so I was gonna save these for the launch on Friday because I've been trying to get on a schedule of doing drops every Friday. And
Which is a lot. Every Friday is a lot.
but the other thing is that if William has to put these on the website, it will take forever.
Mhm.
Like it will look at the little blueberry friend.
I know, this is so cute. I mean, ultimately, these will probably end up on the website when I get a moment,
Maybe.
or maybe they'll go to shows with us.
We'll see. So anyways, it just would take you 100 years to add all 56 paintings.
Yeah.
So that's why we did the drop. The other reason why is we had the unexpected road trip up to could get the enamel stuff.
Yeah.
So that all helped with paying for the gas and our food and stuff.
Yeah. That was a deal we could not pass up.
No. And William said he went through some of it. I haven't gotten a chance to go because the cottage is too cold for me.
Be just sneezing his head off.
I know. I don't know. Like I literally haven't left the house, but it's like extra cold today.
Today's even warmer though than it has been.
Is it?
Hmm.
I don't know. I feel a chill.
But
I got really hot last night, and like I kicked all the blankets off, and like I took my shirt off, and I was like, and I was
that
like,
room in the
was
middle of the night gets really hot for some reason.
wow.
And then when we're going to bed, it's freezing. And I don't turn up the heat or anything, but by the morning, that room is warm.
Well, I think I don't know.
But I do the same thing. By the mid morning, it's like, or early morning, it's hot in there.
So I work on those, and then do you want to preview? Oh, and then like
Sandra says she likes 6 and 7. Let me see.
I mean, this is not new.
No.
Even internationally known.
Internationally known. Yeah, here's 6 and 7.
The Tripalda people were like, oh.
Sandra says she went 6 and 7. Still available, y'all. Still available. Super cute. I like these rays coming out. And again, these creatures are on a metallic. So they shimmer and they change as you move them. Colors can shift. Shapes, you'll see, like, hold it this way and you see more of this like kind of square, kind of goes away when you hold it over this way. See more of that kind of yellow gold color coming out, but then it's more blue. They're really pretty. I like them. I like them. So those are the ones that are left.
Here's a sneak peek.
Sneak peek. Sneak peek for Friday, which is coming up fast.
I know. I was like, I don't know if we're gonna have enough time to do a drop. Because I have a commission to finish up.
Yeah, he's working on a commission.
Which I don't like commissions, but for this person, I would
It's a special circumstance.
And it was their birthday, so but anyways, little lemon friend.
Lemon friend. I love these pins.
Oh, I haven't sold a whole bunch of them, but
you sold one last night.
Oh,
so thank you.
good.
Yeah.
They somebody was like, is that micro mosaic? And it kind of looks like it.
It does kind of look like it now that you say that.
Because I do it like painter style. Like somebody asked me if I could teach a class on this. I was like, I don't think so.
That'd be so hard.
Well, because it's very intuitive the way that I do this. So it's kind of like, how do you teach somebody
intuition
how to paint and then convert that into beading? I mean, there is something to be said about like the basic, like your you sew them on like 5 at a time or however many, and then you go back through to kind of lock them down.
The process of getting them on there could be taught.
But like to teach a painterly style.
Yeah, like why you choose this bead over that bead and how many in a row. And
no,
that's pretty much not a teachable. I mean, not without years of
that's
study.
You got to do with your heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's not what you do with like instruction. I mean, I guess. And so it's like you can make kits out of this. I was like, I guess I could put like a random assortment of beads and the eyeballs.
Yeah. And then it's up to you to figure out how you want it to work.
But
Yeah, but each of these is sewn on,
and I can teach how to bind off the edges.
right? But
But
like to get these little pinks right here and little dots in the eye and the mouth and
well, the pink is not just one pink; it's two
no,
layers.
yeah, look at that. There's like 3 or 4 different colors of pink in there.
So there's a base layer, and it's kind of the pink that's around the lips. See how it's like almost like a purple.
Mm-hmm.
So the purpley pink is designed so that it contrasts the yellow, so it kind of almost sinks in. And then that's the base layer of the little pinch cheeks. And then on top there's a transparent that's actually glow in the dark, believe it or not. I don't think it actually shows up.
Yeah.
It's supposed to. They're sold as glow in the dark, but I don't think it's gonna do it.
Oh yeah, there's a few little glowies.
It's just on its cheeks.
Yeah. They're glowing. This cheek especially was glowing over here.
I don't know if you oh, you can kind of see it. Anyway, so then I added a little bit of the darker kind of transparent red, which is actually sold as a topaz, believe it or not. And then I put the
Topaz.
yeah, it's a type of it's a luster
Oh,
topaz,
okay.
which makes it look red.
Yeah.
So that's how it looks, kind of like how I got that.
Yeah. So to try and teach someone that they need to do that, that's a
Like I don't even know.
until you're doing it.
So and then the edges, I don't know why I picked this kind of like darker.
Yeah, you've used that on a number of them, right? Yeah.
And then the backs are not leather; they're a faux leather. So somebody was like, "Oh, I wish I could get it, but it's on leather, and I'm a vegan, and I don't support animal cruelty." I'm like, "Well, you're in luck.
You're in luck. There's
No.
nothing stopping you.
No animals hurt here. This is Naugahyde." I don't know if it's actually Naugahyde. Isn't there a song about Naugahyde?
I don't know. I
Donkey
haven't heard that
King?
word in so long.
He has this one called White Limousine, and he talks about the Naugahyde.
Oh yeah.
Isn't that
You sure you know those lyrics right?
don't know. Who
It
knows?
says not gonna hide and it's
No,
not gonna
no.
hide.
Oh no.
Back in the day when we didn't know lyrics.
We watched the Taylor Swift and she did the concert, and she
fun.
was singing a song and I had never seen the lyrics written out. And she was like, "You could be glad," and it's GLAAD, like the gay lesbian whatever.
I'm trying to remember what it stands for.
And I was like, "What?" So it's all about this thing about people protesting gay rights. And I didn't know that she sang a song about that.
No. Gay and Lesbian Alliance Against Defamation.
Well, there you go.
There it is.
And then I saw it written out and I was like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah. That's
solidarity.
That's what that's
She's
about.
an ally.
Well, I think we knew that, but
Well,
she's really gonna put it in the song.
she's making, putting it out there. Some people allies, but
they don't talk about that.
Yeah, because then they're afraid that their house can get burned out.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, so here's a lemon pin.
Here's a lemon pin. What do y'all think?
No, I don't ask that question.
Susie says that was a selling point in cars back in the day.
I never ask what people think about my artwork.
Andrew never asks. He's like, don't answer that.
Uh-huh. At least not while I'm here. Because people then they're like, I don't like it. And I was like, I don't care. So then it abbreviates that thing.
Yeah.
I think when you put your artwork out there, it's almost like a birthday party. You don't go up to the birthday person and be like, you look old.
Yeah. Do you feel old?
How you I can see your crow's feet. That's when they get escorted out.
They get kicked out of the birthday party.
Correct. So unless I'm asking for critical feedback, which I'm not,
He says, "I am not."
I'm happy with them. So
Yeah, they're very
here,
cute.
they're
Everything is
here,
they're here. They're here, ready for
and
you.
there's those little friends.
If you'd like to adopt one, they are available on Andrew's timeline.
And those friends are only 25.
25.
I try to make them as affordable as possible. My ACEO cards that we used to do monthly, those ones were 25, and those are, they're not one of a kinds.
Yeah.
Those, I mean, I do like embellish them a little bit to make them more handmade, but
Mhm.
um, those are cut on the laser.
Yeah, these are all hand done, one of a kinds.
Not like a stamp.
No.
No, probably I could. Next one, stamps.
Next time, stamps.
Wouldn't that be cute?
Hey, Rebecca's here. It says Happy Wednesday. Hello, Rebecca.
Your suit looked good. The
I-
chicken and
I
the
didn't see
bread.
that. I didn't see that.
Your snow day looks real productive. My snow day, I don't know if you caught it earlier, but I was struggling for my life on the TV. And it had zoomed real close up in
Yeah, it
the
did.
You know what? I'm getting to the age where I'm starting to get white nose hair. And because I am half Filipino, it's real obvious.
Yeah.
And it looks like you're white. So it
I'm
kind of
white.
blends in.
Yeah, I've had them for a long time because of my vitiligo.
But for me, it looks like I got boogers. Like just this chunk full of boogers. And so I saw that and I was like, well, this is great.
Like, woo.
And then of course I didn't shave because normally like I shaved yesterday, last night before I went to bed. And so I've got like this 5 o'clock shadow, but like when it's not zoomed up real close, it doesn't you can't really see it.
Yeah.
And this I don't
But
know.
when it is zoomed up real close.
When it does, it looks rough. It looks like I've been doing the rough living. Like I've been doing odd jobs at the bus station. Start with hand and blow.
Oh my goodness.
I'm just
Rebecca
telling
says
the truth telling.
thank you. It says, oh no, the laughing face.
It looked rough. And I was like, boy, it looked like I've never slept.
You've never slept.
Well, I think also because I had a sneezing fit beforehand.
Yeah.
And so my eyes are super puffy and red. So it kind of look like I'm like high. I'm like, I'm not high. I wish I was.
Says it would be better right now.
Correct. I would just ride the donkey into town at that point. Let's just go.
Let's just do it, everybody.
Maybe a slow ride with some awkward giggles.
Oh my
Like, here
goodness.
we go.
Here we go.
So no. And then I was like, I can't stand
You had a good project lined up too?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
It's like, no.
I'll post it on the
He says,
challenge.
I'll post the results.
The finished one. Y'all know how to do brick stitch. Go watch the one that I already showed. You can look it up.
Go look it up. Go watch that.
I know it's from a couple years ago. There's better lighting.
Go find it somewhere in the playlist.
Correct. There's brick stitch on it.
Hundreds of videos to look through.
It's all right. You can do it. I believe in you. The fortitude.
All right, y'all. So we are going to come back around 9 o'clock tonight, and
He'll have some
I'll
stuff
have
for you.
probably some stuff to show you. And hopefully we'll sell some stuff because that'll be useful.
I'm thinking of making some pins, some acrylic pins like the shadow play.
Oh.
Do y'all like those? Or am I just like shooting into the wind?
Marion says, hi, you just wouldn't care about white nose hairs.
I know. I know. There's the other thing it could be, I guess.
Could be.
Snorting something else.
Oh my goodness.
But I don't do that either. We too poor for that. You can't be doing that.
We're too poor for all of that.
That's the rich people's drug. That's a Maserati and champagne caviar problem. That's not an AG live problem.
No, that is not.
Also, I'd rather have beads.
I know.
I
And
can
beads
keep
and a
it.
studio and
Correct.
working tools.
Like, I'm not going to judge y'all if y'all do that, but because I know some people, they like to enjoy themselves extra hard and like to feel the zing of life or whatever. But I like stuff too much, so
Yeah.
that's my drug of choice. Make
Stuff.
me feel good.
Stuff.
The
Books,
retail therapy.
craft books, tools.
I get that high off that. I get the dopamine.
He
hit.
does. When he buys it and when it shows up on the porch.
Correct. It's like a special feeling. I like to connect. I'm gonna be telling about how I got the boogers hanging out my neck.
I didn't say it.
Point out. That's all right.
Well, it was gonna fly out.
Tumble down the
Marianne says, enjoy pottery wood. She's like, goodbye. Rebecca says, I've been packing boxes, so I had tape stuck all over me. So I was looking rough today, too.
Wow.
So beads went out over crack every time. Right?
I know. I was like, well, I don't know if can you buy crack anymore?
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
You heard a lot about like crack in like the 80s and 90s, right? Now you don't really hear about
They
it.
don't talk about that anymore. It's all other things now.
Like fentanyl. I don't want that.
No.
No. That's how you wreck your life.
Susie says cat food, litter.
I know. That's the other ones. I don't get the high off that.
If only you did.
I know. Be like, oh, litter.
We gotta get some more litter.
I know.
Have stockpiles of litter.
No, I don't get that. I don't get that feeling. Yeah, we have 5 cats. Somebody was trying to give us 2 more. I was like,
I know. They tried to get us to adopt 2 more little. They were Siamese, right?
They look super dang cute, but you know
who doesn't want a Siamese though? They're super cute.
And apparently they're like loving.
Oh. They're actually loving.
I know. Sometimes some of my cats, I have questions. I said, do you like
been questioning them lately?
Do you like this lifestyle that you've been accustomed to? Because I am in my healing phase now. If I was in the before healing phase, this will be a new conversation. White daddy's the nice daddy. Golden daddy trying to be nice. So I got too much generational trauma. So he took
Got to pass a little bit of that along.
Well, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to break the cycle. We're going to be curse breakers up in here.
Right.
Working through our troubles, making art.
Processing.
Correct.
Processing through the process.
Somebody was like, would you make artwork if nobody ever saw it? I was like, yeah.
It's like, that's kind of what I do.
Some people maybe not,
Yeah, no.
For me, I don't think I have a choice. I guess I have a choice.
You could, but what would you do?
Open another business.
Rebecca said, I just realized I left a dog outside.
Oh, it's too cold.
Oh no.
Go get that. The dog gonna be icicle.
It's not too bad today, at least.
I don't know. I got a cold, bro. You opened the door and I felt like somebody had climbed over my grave. I got the shiver.
It was colder yesterday when I opened the door though.
Well, you're like, let's go out. I said, I'm not gonna I'm gonna go downstairs.
Yeah, he went
and hide.
He did. The cats. Gilbert couldn't decide if he was going out or not.
No.
And it's like a 16 to 13 degree day.
The answer is no. He doesn't like it below 50.
He wanted to be out with his brother and sisters, but he was not having it.
Nah, he was like, I like my paws not to be frigid. And
Marion says, as cute as Siamese are, some of them are loud.
Well, we got a loud black cat.
Yeah, we do. Ida Bell.
He screams in your face.
Yes, she does.
But she's sweet. One time I was talking smack about her talking real loud, and then she just
wouldn't talk.
Whisper. Actually, William was the one who was
I
talking
did.
smack.
I wasn't talking smack. I was just mentioning that she's a talker.
And then so she
Did the open the mouth, but no sound came out for like a solid half hour after.
did the quiet.
She would not talk to me anymore at all.
So we know how that went.
Oh, Susie says, "How's the windshield wiper?"
This,
I looked at
wanna
it.
see it.
I looked at it, and the stem is not broken, so that's a good thing. The stem does not appear to be broken off. The windshield wiper. It didn't come off where you normally put a windshield wiper on, so I don't know if we're gonna be able to put it back on, because it may have actually cracked off of its base. But at least the stem on the car, the van, is not broken, so we can buy replacement wipers if we need to. But I haven't even seen the other part of it.
It's like, why have you got to just talk about it?
I haven't even. Oh, even the rubber came off.
I don't know what that's from.
That's from sticking to the ice.
Yeah, we get apparently it was the one that the water collects. Show it. He's like, we're going to examine it.
Well, I am examining it, but I didn't realize this part came off. That's the wiper part that goes on here. So when you pulled that from the ice, that just tore that off. So we do have to replace it, but it broke off here, which is its base that slides over the stem on the car. So the stem on the car isn't broken, thankfully. So I just got to pop that off and
I got scared it's going to scratch up the window.
we got to buy new wiper though.
Luckily, that's not too bad.
No.
But I got scared because
Rebecca says silent treatment from the cat, laughing face.
She's not silent right now.
No, she's out there.
Yeah. She's over there scratching at the door.
Yeah, she
Her
is.
reputation's
Intact.
not diminished.
So that's our poor wiper. Susie says, "Yay. Yeah, that was a good thing." Hello, Ida Bell. Hello, baby. You coming in to say hi? Yeah. She says, "What do you think I'm doing?" Yeah. What do you got to say to everybody?
Buy beads.
Say buy beads?
Buy art.
Buy art?
No.
No.
How you think you get fed?
That's what puts food on your plate.
The Hunger Games.
That's what puts crunchies on your plate. Buy it now.
Buy it now.
That's pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. She goes quietly.
She went quiet. Yeah. Rebecca said, "Ah, let's see her."
That's hard to do.
That's tricky. Yeah, she's a good girl though. Most of the time. 93% of the time, she's a good girl. She had something to say about that.
She didn't say it too loud though.
No, she didn't.
Nice and warm though.
So that's our live for this afternoon. The quick showing of art and a little bit of talking about Gesundheit, talking about nose hairs and cats. And so
the cat acts affronted when I sneeze.
Yeah, they do.
But you know what? They sneeze in my face, point blank. And somebody said that it was like, oh, I forget what they said. They called it something mist. But anyways, they sneeze in my face, point blank, and I'm just supposed to take it.
Yep.
But if I sneeze, even little sneeze, or act like I'm about to sneeze, they all act affronted.
Yeah. All right.
Wow. Bless their heart.
All right. I'm going to go grab a bite to eat. Andrew made me a cheese sandwich. Thank you. I'm going to go grab that and then get ready for my pottery class. I have a little bit of time before that.
I think I'm going to make a mushroom roll.
A mushroom roll for dinner?
Yeah.
That sounds delightful. I got some mushrooms. So today was filled up with me going to get pellets with my mom. But first, before that, I had to go to Johnstown because I forgot a package up there that I needed. And I had to run up to the store to grab it.
Show the lemon closer while you're talking.
And then I went to get pellets with my mom and dad. And then I went up to the cottage but after before that, I went grocery shopping. My day's been busy.
And then you drop stuff off.
I dropped stuff off twice at the post office, and then now I'm gonna get ready to go to my pottery class, and then I'll be back, and we'll show you some beads for sale.
I won't be live, so it'll be less chaotic.
Andrew will be in the comments probably, but not live. All right,
I
y'all.
gotta stitch something. I
Thank-
get too distracted watching.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching this afternoon, and we will see you back here around 9-ish tonight. If you can join us, we hope you'll be here. We'll see you then.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.